Well, we certainly had a good run. 7 months that began with a full flat file trying to crush me beneath the weight of my own stationery. You met me and you met Hawk in that video, and something about it just clicked. We found each other. We found that we weren't alone in this crazy planner consumption world. And you were able to point to me and convince yourself that your hoard isn't so bad after all. I never could have imagined that a 10-minute video would change my life. But here we are. Over the last year, I've updated you on my progress through the journey of not buying planner stuff, of consuming what I already have, of not feeding into the marketing machine of coils and discs and sticker books and markers and highlighters and washi tape. Oh my, it's been quite a learning experience. Yeah, there were slips along the way, some bumps in the road, but I was never aiming for perfection in the first place. This was about progress over perfection. And I think I got there, with a little help from my best friend Justification. We've laughed, I've cried, and we've learned together. But now it's time to say goodbye. Oh wait, you didn't think I meant goodbye to the channel, did you? Oh no, what would we do if Hawk wasn't a movie star? Can I just tell you that it took me over an hour to make that minute-and-a-half long intro? So if anyone ever tells you that YouTube is easy, kick them in the nards. Because no, it's not. And honestly, that's why most of these videos are so fluff-free, because if I had to do that every single time I sat down to make a video, you would never see me again. But I wanted to do something just a little bit different for this video because I'm quitting. And obviously, I'm not quitting Rebel with a plan because I just let everyone know I was going to double down on my efforts here. But I am quitting the monthly updates for my no-buy journey. And I'm doing this for many reasons, to be honest. Most importantly, I kind of feel like they're only fun when I fail. It's really difficult to drag out a video when nothing exciting has happened. And because YouTube does YouTubey things, my videos do have to be a certain length. So then it just becomes like an exercise in futility for both of us. So while I fully intend to continue my no-buy, this will be my last regular monthly update. I think overall, this has been a massive success for me. Conscious consumption has taught me a lot about myself. And it's also taught me how to use what I have on hand in new and different ways. And I've been able to share those lessons with you, showing you different ways that you can use sticky notes in your planners, or how to repurpose old planners, or new ways to use old layouts. But honestly, I think the most important lesson that I've learned is to pause before one clicking, to make sure that there's actual thought behind almost every purchase that I make, that FOMO doesn't have to rule my life, and that putting things in the cart can be almost as dopamine creating as actually checking out. In fact, I have full carts all over the interwebs that I will never check out with. And not only am I okay with that, I'm actually pretty proud of myself for it. Because now when I do purchase something, I have a specific need for it. And, if not a need, then definitely a specific purpose for why I'm buying it and what I'm going to use it for. And that way, when I open the new cellophane on a notebook or rip into a pack of Post-it notes, I feel actual joy instead of shame for just adding to the pile. I know with my whole heart that I will never again end up on the floor, buried beneath the shame and the guilt of paper. And I know that marketing tactics like flash sales and newsletter discounts and only 3 left in stock no longer work on me. Okay, they worked in June, but give a girl a break, okay? All we can do is the best that we can, right? Right? It's fine. It's fine. But at the end of the day, I think there are 3 main lessons that I hope you've been able to take away from this journey that I've gone on. Number 1 is that the tool is not the transformation. A $50 planner cannot make you productive if you are running on fumes. Tools can absolutely support your systems, but they're not magic wands. We are the magic, even if our planner is just a beat up notebook we bought at the grocery store. Number 2, we have to practice using what we already have. And we can't worry about it being perfect or aesthetic because it's just about using it. Don't be afraid to write messy. Use stickers that you don't even like. You only have to look at them for a week, but it's better to use them than to let them go bad. Your planner should be ugly and used and lived in, because that's where the real planning happens. Not in an Instagram-worthy spread, but in a messy brain dump at 2 a.m. And number 3, I hope that you've learned to get curious. To ask yourself, what is the urge to buy actually trying to fix? Am I overwhelmed? Am I burnt out? Is there some kind of self-doubt or self-sabotage going on? Because most often we don't actually need a new pen. We need a nap. We need a hug. We need a quiet moment to remind ourselves that we are doing the best that we can, and that is enough. Breaking free from stationery consumption doesn't mean never buying anything again. It just means buying with awareness, with intention, with the kind of compassion that says, I can love planning without drowning myself in paper and stickers and washi tape. My God, the washi tape. I will never get through all of this washi tape. I have donated so much of it, and I still have so much, because there were hundreds of rolls that as I'm sorting them, I'm like, I can't let this go. Oh, I remember when I bought this, I was with my mom and blah, blah, blah. Like the washi tape, it's a problem. It's still a problem. I have not bought washi tape all year, and that is a huge win for me. But my God, the washi tape. What was I saying? Right. Loving planner, not drowning in paper. That's what I was saying. Because to be perfectly honest, I love watching YouTube planner videos where people have just shelves behind them stacked with planners and notebooks and their washi tape and little cute little Ray Dunn cups with all of their different color pens. But after a while, it starts to feel performative, because there's no way that those people can use all of that stuff in one lifetime. And that is not something that I aspire to. I don't want the aesthetic of stationery. I want functional stationery that makes me happy but gets used. And that's where I am. We cannot do this for the aesthetic. We cannot do this for the hoard. We cannot do this out of fear of missing out. We need to use what we have, and we need to be mindful of everything else that we bring in that's new. So I'm not quitting these updates because I failed in any way. I'm actually stepping away because I've succeeded, at least in the ways that actually matter. And, it's not in the Pinterest-worthy spread or the Instagrammable shelfie kind of way. It is in the deeply unsexy and grown-up, I don't need to prove myself with purchases kind of way. And that is growth. And it turns out you don't have to document every tiny win to validate it. I don't have to tally up how many months I stuck to my no-buy to have made it worthwhile. We are allowed to change direction without calling it quitting. We're allowed to let go of routines that no longer serve us, even if once upon a time we swore they were going to be part of our identity forever. And we are absolutely allowed. In fact, I would encourage you to do it all imperfectly, which means, yes, there will be some backslides, and you're gonna, one click on some stationery at 3 a.m. when you can't sleep. But that's fine. That's okay. That's life. Messy and chaotic and unpredictable with the occasional mistake. Discipline is not about punishment. It's about kindness. It's about having your own back. When the dopamine hits start whispering, just one more roll of washi isn't gonna hurt anybody. It is telling yourself, or your dopamine gremlin, I understand that you're craving this, but this is how we got where we were, and we aren't going back if we can help it. So I'm not going anywhere. The channel, the planning, the chaos, we're all still going to be here for you. So if you're still in your no-buy era, or you're thinking about starting one, or maybe you're here because you're crawling out from beneath a shopping spree that you're not so proud of, this space is still for you. I am still for you, and you are absolutely not alone. So here is to no more monthly updates, but also here's to staying in conversation with each other. Here is to creating more and consuming less. And here's to planning, not perfection. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, for following along on this weird, crazy, chaotic journey that I have taken since January. And I hope that you'll continue to stick around for more adventures. Coming up, I'm launching a 5-part series on my energy-aware planning system. I also have the wrap-up to my FISO journey project. Mess? I don't know. I don't even know what to call it, but the wrap-up for that is coming. There will definitely be more hawk sightings for you. So make sure that you are subscribed if you're not already, so that you don't miss a moment of the chaos. Don't forget to smash all those YouTube buttons for me, and leave me a comment below and let me know, what is your favorite smell? Mine is the air in the Midwest just before it rains. And I actually just learned there is a word for that. It is called patrico. I think I'm saying that right. I always thought it was called, oh, good, we needed that rain. But, guess not. Guess there is a word for it. There's a word for everything if you want to go looking for it. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. See, he really does just prefer to sleep while I'm filming. As much as he is so photogenic and loves the camera, I tend to record during sleepy time. And then he just gets annoyed with me. Don't ya? Am I annoying? I know. My kids think I'm annoying too. That's okay. Say bye-bye.